Hi, this is video 5 in the Financial Stress and Money Mindset series. And my name is Arnie Peterson from Hypnotherapy Victoria, where I help people through these kinds of things and to achieve their goals through online sessions and whatnot. But last video, we talked about the 1,000-piece puzzle. And it was a tool to help you to move from where you are to where you're wanting to go, bit by bit, taking action steps, success steps that are aligned, that are congruent with your goals, so that you take step by step by step, and they accumulate together and they become a bigger part of your goal. And they're what create your goal to be achieved, because you're achieving them in every single step and acknowledging success along the way. And I finished that with talking about vibration. And this is a really interesting topic. Now, when I talked about the steps, if you create a puzzle, if every single step towards your goal is negativity, is I don't like this isn't working, this, I really hate this, then the sum total of what you get when you complete your goal is actually 1,000 times of not feeling good. And you could do that if you want, but if you're watching this video, chances are you want to achieve your goals and feel good about them. And your goals mean something to you. You went into the essence of them and really looked into what does my goal mean to me, and I want to create more of that. In achieving my goal, that's what I get, is that. But we have to do that in every single step. How we live today is the tomorrow we're creating. Vibration is a good way to explain this. Think of a radio station. I'm not going to use a particular station. I know I'm going to use even numbers. You've got a radio station at 100, okay? And everything on that radio station, they're broadcasting at the frequency of 100 FM. And it's a certain kind of music. It's a really positive kind of upbeat music. It just feels really good. It's really aligned with your goal. And then there's another station that is 90 FM, and it's down here, and they play a little different music. It just really doesn't click with you. It doesn't resonate with you at all. And you don't feel good when you listen to it. And the commercials and things that they talk about, they just don't feel good. So you prefer this station. But everything you're hearing is at this station. And you realize one day, well, my tuner is tuned into 90 FM. I can't pick up 100 FM because I'm tuned into 90. But 100 FM is here. It's being broadcast everywhere. It's available. All of the frequencies are available simultaneously, but you just have to tune in to the frequency that you're wanting, the radio station that you're wanting. You have to literally tune into that vibrational frequency to 100 FM to receive what's being broadcast at that station. Now think of your goal as what's being broadcast on that station. I want 100 FM, that's my goal. Well, if you want 100 FM, you have to tune your frequencies to 100 FM in everything you do. Otherwise, you can't achieve your goal. It just can't work any other way. It's like if you were going to make an apple pie and you went and bought a whole bunch of pears and you cut them all up, and I'm going to make an apple pie, and you put them all, you made the crust and you put everything in, and then you put the pears in. No matter how much intention you put in that pie, that's apple pie. You can even call it apple pie, but it's really not an apple pie. It's a pear pie, because that's what you put into it. And in order to make an apple pie, you need to put apples in the pie. It's really simple. That's where the 1,000-piece puzzle, step by step, the essence of the whole goal that you want to achieve, what you want to experience. You have to literally tune yourself into that vibration and be resonating that. If you're taking steps every day, a couple steps, and you're at 100 FM, but most of the time you're at 90 FM or 80 FM or lower frequencies, it's really going to become the sum total of average of what you're vibrationally sending out in your emotions and in your thoughts. Your thoughts are just like a radio station. You're sending out vibrations, and if you were to look at the thoughts that feel good, okay, the frequencies that feel good, and we think, oh, I'm on top of the world, I feel really good, I feel light, I just feel amazing, everything's looking up. We know that's kind of a higher vibration than, oh, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling horrible. Oh, you can hardly get out of bed when you're feeling depressed. There's no energy to move. it's like we got mud stuck on our feet and it's just pulling us down. I'm just feeling really down, even in our language, feeling really low. Well, it's a lower vibration. We subconsciously use those words and it's expressing that lower vibration. It's just like that. If you want to get that 100 FM, you want to manifest that, the sum total of what you put out needs to be more than the lower vibration of what you don't want. Now, it's impossible to just think positively all of the time and think that, just be resonating at that high vibration. We're humans, we're going to feel stuff. It's normal to feel stuff. To actually deny that I'm having a challenging day, that's really not going to help us get there, because we're really pushing away emotions and we're not being real in the moment, we're not being present. So we need to really be present with where we are, and that's where the awareness practice again comes in handy, where we're able to monitor what we do with what we feel. See, we can feel really challenged and really difficult. There's something's happened that's really hard. We can feel a lot of emotion, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad energy. It's when we resist it. Okay, and so when we start saying yes to life and looking at things that we appreciate, I really appreciate, this was really hard, but I was able to be in it. I was able to breathe through it. I was able to learn something from this challenging experience, and I became, I grew from it. I raised my vibration through this difficult experience, rather than complaining about it, talking to your friends, turning it into a hobby, telling everybody all about how horrible it was. When you first see somebody, a friend, what do you say? What's the first thing on your mind? Are you talking about something positive, something that makes you feel good? Are you talking about what inspires you? Are you talking about what went wrong? One's a lower vibration, one's a higher one. And so it's like paint, if you have red paint or black paint and you start putting it in a container and you have a lot more red paint than black paint, well, it's going to make the color more of one color, more red if you have hardly any black. But if you have a lot of black, it's going to cut out all of the red and block it right out. It's our emotions. We need to then look at what we're feeling and decide, what is it I want? I want to feel better. I want to feel good in life. And it's not about denying what we feel, but it's about what we do with what we feel that raises our vibration. So I want to talk about something next week, essentially a way to use gratitudes in a different way than maybe you've heard before. But for now, I want you to just acknowledge that. Just take a look at that. Think of the radio station and think, how much go through those lists of the challenges in your life. How much time you spend focusing on negativity. What percentage is that? How much time do I spend stuck in what I don't want and being unhappy? Are you willing to change those programs and start accepting life and being with these challenges in a different way, to reframe them? We don't have to make them go away, but to reframe them into a positive. And then what happens, you start looking for things that feel good in life, things that make you feel better, things that inspire you, that grow you. You start focusing on successes and focusing on what builds self-esteem and self-confidence. That's what's needed in that foundation to support you to achieve your goals. And as a matter of fact, in the doing that, you're going to be bringing the essence of your goals, most likely, into your life at every step. And without even knowing it, you're actually manifesting your goal each and every day when you are starting to bring the essence of your goal into it. Building success, building confidence, building self-esteem, feeling good about what you do, feeling good about who you are, and starting to be with what you feel. Because what is it you want from your goals? Maybe you want to feel good, you want to feel successful, you just want to feel accomplished, whatever the essence is. I want to feel relaxed. Well, doing things actually in a way that's non-resistant, that'll be more relaxing than resisting. Anytime you resist and don't like what you want or don't like what's happening, you build tension and resistance. So the more you can allow and be with what you feel and be present with everything, doing the awareness practice coming back into your body, the more you're going to tune into that 100 FM, that higher frequency automatically. You don't have to think positive thoughts to be there. It's just being with what you feel, being with life. That'll raise your vibration. Allowing, accepting will raise your vibration. Looking for things you're curious about, interested, things that are create enthusiasm, things you feel fulfilled in everything you do. Looking for something, just being in the moment and being appreciative to just being alive. So go into that a little bit this week. Contemplate the different radio stations and where you are with that in your 1,000 steps, bringing in that higher vibration. Because we're working towards more and more steps, which we're going to lead to eventually, specifically working on manifesting very specific goals. And so next week I'm going to go into gratitudes in a way we can start using emotion to create those higher vibrations. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, thumbs up. And I hope you did, and hope you got a lot from it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day.